You thought it was frozen, didn't you? What's
No,
going on,
It
everybody?
is.
I mean, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Chop Sports Show, hosted here by, of course, Sturch and Gooch, and we got Wrestling Rob behind the glass, and of course, Anthony is in the building as well, as he was here bright and early, as we've done the Mojo Show now. Mojo Market Report, was it 4 days running? Episode 4 is already done. Man, this week is flying, but then again, it's not, because these days are very, very long. And we hope everybody is doing well. We missed you guys. It's been a couple of days.
Yeah, I miss my dogs. Damn, man, it's been a long time. 2 days hiatus, but we're back.
Yeah,
and it's football day.
It is a football day, and that's why we're doing it here on a Thursday, a Thirsty Thursday, a Throwback Thursday, every other Thursday phrase you can possibly use. But we hope you guys are doing well out there. First and foremost, a plug ski. If you guys want to support Chop Sports, do so by heading on over to patreon.com/Chop Sports. I always say that, $3, $5, and a $10 variation. It's been a couple days. I'm a little rusty. As far as the way to support the show, support Chop Sports. Of course, if you're in the Patreon, you automatically get into all of the Patreon giveaways or contests that the Break Buds are doing over there. I feel like Joe is an official employee now. He's here more than me at this point. Like, he's all of a sudden just showing up, doing his breaks, getting out, doing his thing. He's all over the place. So the Break Buds are on fire as well. Outside of that, if you haven't already, check on the Mojo Market Report. Again, 4 episodes deep. Go check that out. Subscribe to that channel as well, as they're growing over there exponentially, very fast. But yeah, what else we got, man? We got ourselves a rundown.
Yes, we do. We do have a rundown. So in the NBA, there's been pressure to get this guy out. Robert Sarver, the owner of the Suns, has begun the negotiations to sell the Suns. And what is it? The Mercury?
The Mercury.
The Phoenix Mercury.
Isn't that the
They're for sale. So if you have $20, you could go give Robert Sarver $20, kick him in the nuts, and you get the Mercury. I'm not sure how much the Suns are going to go for, but Mercury, not much. The Celtics president, GM, Ime Okuda, is facing a year-long suspension for an improper relationship. I find this a little unfair, even though I do get it because it's a workplace thing and they have to abide by workplace standards. But it was a consensual relationship between 2 adults. Even though he is kind of involved with somebody, that's what makes it a little scandalous. But grown people do what they want, as far as I see it. Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge, 60 home runs, faster than Babe Ruth, leads the MLB really in Triple Crown. Is there anyone in the NL with a higher batting average?
No, he's about to win the Triple Crown.
But is that just AL?
AL Triple?
It might be Goldsmith. Goldsmith's pretty high.
Goldschmidt has been.
Yeah, I think
Goldschmidt's one of the
hasn't been batting
a
average
massive reason why I'm in the fantasy baseball
in the
championship
National League. So Aaron Judge is probably the best Triple Crown season in history, one of the greatest hitting seasons in Major League history. And for comparison, I know that if you look at the numbers,
Freddie Freeman 330.
There is some numbers for guys that have had maybe a more comparable season. But if you look at the number 2 in home runs, they were a little bit closer. Outside of Bond's 2004 year, Aaron Judge is like 20-something home runs more than the next guy in line. And that's all across baseball. So Aaron Judge obviously is the best player in the world right now.
Is it a foregone, like, MVP, no more debate?
I think after this week, he's basically getting multi-hit game after multi-hit game.
Yeah, like, you see how mad the Yankee fans were yesterday?
Yesterday, he laced 2 doubles and walked. So he's
and
on
they're
base.
Like, boo! He's on
base.
home run.
He's on base every single time he's up to the plate. And Shohei isn't playing important baseball right now. It's not close to me. I understand the Shohei buzz and what he's doing over there, but they're not winning games. And Aaron Judge in the pennant race put the team on his back.
My back, Joe.
Again. 2 doubles yesterday. I know Glaber stole the show, but it's Aaron Judge right now. That's it. Aaron Judge.
Not for nothing, but Glaber's been playing pretty good baseball in the last month.
It was nice. We got Severino pitched well yesterday.
Nick's not a big fan of the Pirates for whatever reason. But he's like, the Pirates are scumbags. And I'm like,
probably for walking Judge on 4 pitches in the 8th.
He got in the bat in the 8th?
In a blowout, yeah.
Bro,
Glaber hit
ready for this?
Glaber hit 2 home runs in the 8th.
Ready for this? Not that I'm like turning the game off, but like after the 7th, and I realized he got in that bat in the 7th, I was like, I can go back and watch Cobra Kai, my boy Brett Ernst. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to go watch Cobra Kai.
You didn't anticipate the 2 home run inning out of Glaber.
Right. So then, oh wow, but they intentionally walked him?
Yeah, 4-pitch walk. They weren't going near
You
him.
Pirates are scumbags. I'm with you, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Shit.
God damn it.
Anything else in baseball? Nope. NFL, that's what we all came here to hear. Here to hear.
Here.
Kenny Golladay came here to play. You came here to talk football. Kenny Golladay went to the Giants to play, and he's pretty sure that they're paying him to play. So he's a little confused by his role. Only 2 snaps last Sunday.
Sounds like
He
a bitch.
said, they asked him, do you want to be traded? He said, we'll see. Honestly, Kenny Golladay at one point looked like the Megatron 2.0. Now he looks like he's going bald and he's like 40. So I don't know what happened to the
stress, man.
What the
Stress.
Giants did to Kenny Golladay, but he just doesn't have the promise that he used to. He looks like Greg Oden. There, I said it.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of unhappy wide receivers, George Pickens is not happy. He's now the 2022 version of the 2020 Darnell Mooney because he seems to be open every play, according to what he said. I don't know what's going on out there, but I was open every single play. And
He's chirping.
if you can look back at like wide receiver school or Ghetto Gronk, they would cut up a bunch of highlights of Darnell Mooney just carving a beautiful route, leaving his corner like 8 yards in the distance, and the ball getting thrown over his head by 15 yards. And the quarterback doing it, Mitch Trubisky. Common denominator here. So George Pickens, I think once Kenny Pickett gets going and he gets that job, we're going to see a little George Pickens increase.
I'm sorry, but like I didn't my brother's watching right now, and I the last time we talked, he wanted Akers, and like I just denied the trade, and I said, I'll brew it over.
You got to hold on to Akers.
See, Dan, that's the problem, bro. I work with a guy who apparently is a expert, and
you hang on to Akers because his value is really low right now. If Akers is going to do something, it's too early to he's trading for what he might be, so he needs to give you the value.
He did offer me. He offered me straight DJ Moore for Cam Akers.
Nah.
That's good. That's a fair trade.
It is a fair trade, but it's about pulling the trigger on it.
It's a fair trade based on team needs. I didn't
need a receiver.
I would imagine that you're going to be forced to start a running back week in, week out that you're not
really
really comfortable with.
I've shifted my start to Zeke and Kareem Hunt. That's my starting running backs without Akers. If Akers was off my team. Yeah, see, that's why I couldn't do it.
Sorry, Dan.
I mean, look, if you want to throw me some CEH action, I'll take Allaire just for the bulk. No?
Dan, don't do that. Don't do that, Dan. All right, so what else we got? So, yeah, NFL young boy George Pickens not happy with his quarterback. Sean Payton interested in returning to the NFL in the right situation. Hopefully for Cowboys fans, that right situation is like $30 million a year, because I'm not sure that they're set up going forward to be the right situation that he's looking for in terms of finances, but they're going to pay him a ton. And I think that's
where did you read this?
The internet.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, Sean Payton.
So it's got to be true.
It's definitely true. Sean Payton's interested in returning. I feel like we were just waiting on that to be said by somebody. We all knew that already.
Yeah, I was going to say. Now, did the Saints still get compensation next year if he wants to come back?
I
think he's still under contract. And Craig will be the first one. Yeah, Craig will be the first one.
I think he would.
Okay.
But
Dallas is about to give a 3rd round pick for Sean Payton's services. That's going to be fun. Can't wait.
No, the Cowboys need their draft capital. They can't. And Sean Payton, what has he done really?
He won a Super Bowl.
He should go to like a college or something, though.
Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Well, according to that, when Kevin James played him, he did go coach a high school team or something like that. Or
that
youth.
movie?
Oh my God.
Is that okay with you?
Oh
Nope.
Man, Dave.
Listen, I'm a Kevin James guy. I think Kevin James is hilarious, and I thought he'd be good.
I met Kevin James, and he was a douche.
You're
You
the
met
fourth
him and he's a
person who
douche?
watched it.
Douche.
Really? Doug Heffernan himself.
He's a douche, you said?
Yeah, he was a douchebag. I met him at a UFC. He was
Call him out.
a clear.
He just did.
Well, I want to hear the story.
He did sign an autograph, but like I wasn't even asking for it, kind of thing. Like I was like, oh,
Yeah, turn around, kid. I'll sign
you
your
know
back.
what I mean? Like I had like the UFC program, and this was at the Shogun and John Jones fight.
Wasn't I there? But I was in
You were there, but
Richie
you weren't,
got
you
us
were
tickets all the way up
Yeah,
top.
I was
Yeah.
You missed.
I was with some other people.
I missed
so
Doug
I was
Heffernan,
down low by the cage, and I was like, I think it was Matt Hamill that
Matt
was like
Hamill?
in the crowd.
Don't
go
hear
there.
I love Matt Hamill. I do.
Can I do it?
No, don't. Now
I fight
don't
Friday.
Huh?
I fight Friday.
Maybe he didn't hear you.
Okay.
Oh,
Joey. All right. So Matt
Fucking
Hamill was
A.
there, and then Kevin James walked by. I was like, oh shit! I actually said Doug Heffernan. Maybe that's why you
Oh.
got mad.
Well, there you go. There you go. Dude. You
And
can't
then he
do
like
that.
took the book and didn't look at me when he was signing it, and like walked and handed it back. I was like, yeah, all right, bro. I was like taller than him.
Bro, I
expected
love
a
Kevin
big
James
dude.
so much. I work for FedEx, and I was like, I'm now Doug Heffernan. And then
Yeah,
I worked for
no.
WB Mason, and then I crashed the truck badly. I thought I almost died that day. That was very. I had to go to a wedding the next day. That was rough.
Heffernan's way cooler than Kevin James. I
Okay.
promise you that. Sean Payton
Facts.
sucks too. So Cole
Wow.
Beasley,
Jesus Christ.
Cole Beasley is now a Buccaneer. He's probably gonna have 3 touchdowns Sunday. So get on board if you want. I hate
Super
him.
Bowl MVP.
I was
Oh,
just gonna,
man.
dude. Brady's gonna love that
All right,
shit.
so some injury news around the league with some important pieces to some important teams. Justin Herbert's ribs seem to be good. He's day to day. He's obviously going to play. They're going to shoot
Good.
him up with whatever they need to shoot him up with. But
Drugs?
I just want to say this: make sure it's not the same doctor that you shot up Tyrod Taylor with,
Ah,
because there could be a
good point.
lawsuit.
Anthony
pending.
mentioned this on his podcast.
Yes,
What's the name of that podcast?
The cover.
The
four.
cover 4. I like that actually because there's 4 of y'all. Yeah, he had mentioned. I was listening to that on the way back from where I had to go yesterday.
There is a
he said
lawsuit
something about
pending,
the-
$5 million
the stabbing
against
of one Tyrod
the
Taylor.
medical staff for the Chargers. Really, I feel like that was a conspiracy.
Nick, my guy. Come
Who
on.
was the talent evaluator?
You drafted Herbert. You're starting Herbert.
Who was the talent evaluator that was like, he needs more seasoning
Who? In what situation?
in the Chargers situation when they had Tyrod Taylor starting out of the gate? What do you got to do?
when they're
over
evaluating Justin
Where
Herbert.
the doctor was like, "Fuck this, I'm taking this into my own
That's the
hands."
head coach. Like, look, don't kill him. Just
Just puncture his
stab him.
lung so he can't play
Stab
today,
him a little
or
bit
maybe ever
so
again.
we can insert this guy.
It's a terrible thing to say.
It is.
Or do
Awful.
really, because I didn't do it.
This
He
is true.
did.
You're not the doctor. You just play one on TV.
Gabriel Davis still not practicing.
Anthony Lynn.
I think that if he doesn't practice today or tomorrow, then you could probably not see him out there on Sunday.
Who was
But
this? I'm sorry. I missed
it's like he was probably trying to practice yesterday and couldn't give it a go. So
Who?
Gabriel
Who?
Davis
Oh,
still
Gabriel.
day to day, questionable for
Well, that's
Sunday.
annoying.
Zach Wilson is looking like he's going to make a return week 4. If not week 4, Robert Saleh put any type of quarterback controversy to bed, and he was like, "Look, guys, Joe Flacco is our backup. When Zach Wilson's back, he's a starter." I don't
As
know
he
if that
should.
was an
As he-
actual.
As he should say.
I don't
that.
know why you would even have to do that, but
Because New York media are the ones that are coming up with, ooh, if he plays good next week, could we see Joe
yeah, this is
Flacco in
the
there?
same
It's
Joe
like, stop,
Flacco that
dude.
was getting 6.5 points.
Say what?
He was getting 6.5 points this week.
Joe?
Yeah, to the Browns this previous week. That's the
Oh.
same Joe Flacco that
And then
people are
He's
calling for
getting
him to
killed
start.
out there.
Stop.
He is getting kind of messed around.
Look,
with.
they were down 14 with a minute to go. Joe Flacco doesn't deserve
Yeah,
a
if Corey
starting
Davis
job.
wasn't wide open, they're not in that game.
Yeah, and look, he did it. I'm not taking anything away from him, but all right. Anyway, next topic. I'm not fucking wasting our time. That is it for my rundown. Back to you,
So
Dave.
you just said next topic and then ended the rundown.
yeah. The
So,
next
like,
topic is there is no more rundown.
That's what we
next
think that Joe
topic is the
Flacco-
fact that I was talking to Anthony right before the show, and he claims that he's a movie guy and he's a sports movie guy, and he hasn't seen any of the. I'm not going to get into this movies debate because I know that's like you like start getting like cold sweats
Coach
and shit.
Pacino?
Yeah.
Give me a fucking
Any Given
break.
Sunday is the greatest
You've
movie
never
ever
seen
made.
Any Given Sunday?
Ever.
All right, bro, get out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like,
Chris,
oh,
that's a big
no.
one.
Here's the
What
thing.
if
I can
you've
hear.
seen
Listen,
it? What if you've seen it but you don't think it's that good?
no, that's
You didn't
that's
think Any
fine.
Given Sunday was good?
I just think it's like
What? It's
Coach
so
Pacino
good.
is he of the Miami?
crawl with your
Sharks?
fingernails.
Give me a
Come on,
break,
dude.
bro.
Dude, I know that entire
Bro,
when
if I was, I
listen,
can promise you that if I was in that locker room, I would look at the guy that I know agrees with me, and I'd be like, "Is he fucking serious right now?"
There was a
Dude.
real fist fight because that movie. LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
Right?
no, yeah,
You're
yeah.
an offensive
LL punched him in the
coordinator.
face for real, yeah.
Crozier. No, dude, listen, that movie
Snuck him.
is so good. And then Jamie Foxx
then
got
they filmed
snuck by
the
LT.
scene.
And then he cleaned out his locker.
It's a really good movie, though.
Oh man, no, it really is. And like, here's the thing. I know he says he's. I overheard this while I was editing the Mojo show, and I heard like, you know, you're a movie guy. Oh no, I basically just like sports movies. And then I rolled off like 7 sports movies, and Anthony's like, nah, I've never seen any of those. Like, bro, your homework assignment tonight, dude. Any Given Sunday.
61?
Have you seen Necessary Roughness? Oh my God, go watch
I
that.
haven't
Have you
watched that
seen?
in a long time. Ah, both of you fucking guys.
He sees the Kevin
Of
James
course you
movie.
did.
Just watch Moneyball and call it a day. That's
never
the
watched
only
Moneyball
good
either?
sports movie.
Yo, Nick's coming in. Youngblood is also a good movie.
Digging in the crates here. Young Patrick
Oh,
Swayze.
shit.
And
Oh,
Rob
man,
Lowe.
so good. That's the replacements. You think? My God, bro. Oh, okay. Rudy. Okay. See, now we're talking. Like I sometimes run on the treadmill to that soundtrack. Are you kidding me?
Rudy's a romance. It's not a fucking love. It's like a love story. It's awful.
He was offside.
How is it? First of all, he wasn't offside. So it's a great jump. Second of all, no,
That's like the
it's
sentiment.
not a
that
love story.
It is. It's the same.
It's a
the
story
same-
about a kid trying to make the
Like,
football
bro,
team.
it's-
loved Notre
the fuck
Dame.
we
though.
talking
trying
about
to
here?
make the football team. It would be like, all right, how could I put this without being super offensive?
If you can't, then don't. Then don't. Just leave it alone. Oh my God.
It would be like me thinking I could tackle Derrick Henry. Oh wait, I can.
Oh, we're back on that shit.
No, I'm
Not
kidding.
even close.
Not doing that.
Anyway, I do want to say that the rundown that he just did was brought to you by the Fusco Insurance Agency. Make sure you visit FuscoInsuranceAgency.com for all the things that Mike is offering right now. He's got a lot of stuff invested within the world of insurance, the world of health insurance, retirement planning, everything. The guy's got it all. Go check out FuscoInsuranceAgency.com. And of course, you can hear his commercial being played throughout the podcast network. I do want to mention a bunch of podcasts are now available this week. I know it's been since Thursday or since Monday since we talked, but a brand new Goddamn Jets is available right now with John Sapanaro and crew. And then you got the Till Mets Do Us Part will be dropping. I think it already dropped, to be honest with you, because Nick, our esteemed colleague, our sound engineer, is on the money with that one. So that one went out there real quick. Also, exclusively now on Pro Wrestling TV is the Chop Sports Fight Factory with Handsome Wrestling Rob over there and
That other
Cold
guy.
Sweats Tommy fucking D, the Reverend.
Awake apnea.
Awake,
Tommy.
Awake Apnea Tommy D.
And the Jimmy Palumbo show.
And the Jimmy Palumbo
Hey, I
show.
laughed
Getting
at some
involved.
stuff the other day from the Jimmy Palumbo show.
Oh, that's good.
It
I
was
think that's the
funny.
goal. I think that's the goal.
Chris was
is to make
funny.
people laugh.
I think
you,
it was
not
Chris.
with you. At you, not with you.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right.
Shout out to Jimmy.
In the comments real quick. Oh, before we get to that, I do want to also point out this week, starting on 1 o'clock. All right. I know it's been a while and we haven't referred to these guys in quite some time, but they did shoot a commercial over here and they're finally getting their shit together and everything's going to be going live on Sunday. Hater Fantasy Sports starts on Sunday with the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock game. So if you're into that, go check those guys out. HaterFantasySports.com. I put something up on our Instagram, so it's an easy clickable link. You go,
yo, Sam, what it do?
what's up, Sam? But yeah, go check them out. It is literally how it is and how it says. You are literally picking guys to suck. Otherwise, you could call them shorting players over at Mojo. So go download the Mojo app right now. I'm wearing a hat. I've completely sold my soul, and I'm representing, man. Those are my guys over there. What a great crew, by the way. Like we're working with a lot of cool people over there, and get to interact with a lot of those guys on the day-to-day. Also, I want to talk to our guys or talk to you guys about Dat Chat, which has got the blockchain, the NFTs, the social media platform that they're building over there. It's got a bunch of groups, much similar to the Chop Sports group that we have on Facebook. Go check those guys out as well. They're offering it all. And then, of course, our friends down the hall at Lowell's, they provided us with water bottles, shirts, fucking what else? There's like so much shit that those guys are doing over there. But they're providing us with a lot of giveaways and material to have at Mattawan Day. So if you guys aren't doing anything, a week from Saturday, so October 1st, we're going to be at Mattawan Day. The whole crew will be here. Be there. Me, Gooch, Ant, Nick, Rob, everybody. We'll all be there and interacting with the people and folk of Mattawan, New Jersey. Apparently, it's supposed to be their biggest one yet. Gooch,
Yes.
how I know it's been a couple days and we've been running on fumes lately, but is your jungle okay? And
Yeah,
tamed?
man, I use this thing every other day,
Okay.
bro. So my balls are still cleanly shaven because I went to manscaped.com and I used the promo code Chop Sports and I got 20% off said pair of clean shaven balls. They also come with the exfoliators, all the rubs, all the lotions. They even got foot deodorant. It comes with a nice little tote bag. Sometimes you get underwear, sometimes you get a t-shirt. Me personally, I like them underwears because it's a nice feel with that gleam of a nut sack because it's cleanly shaven. Promo code Shop Sports, manscaped.com.
I just want to know one day.
Are they really like cleanly shaven though? Like you know, like you ever do like the bubble gum trick as a kid?
The what? The what?
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
No. What are we
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about? Are we talking about the
satin
same thing we were
gum,
just
Satin
talking
gum, yes.
Yes. What do you mean as a kid?
Wait, time out. What are we talking about here?
As an adult.
Satin gum? Satin gum? Like, have you
Dave,
ever
I'm gonna
satin
show
gum?
you right
No, no,
now.
no, 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 no. We're all good. We're fine.
Dave, you
If
want
it has anything to do with Manscaped stuff,
satin
Satin
gum?
gum, nice and
I didn't actually
shiny
sit in
nuts.
gum. It was I stretched out my nutsack. That's how you do it.
So the bat wing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, no.
kinda.
Bat wing is when it's like warm and you wear boxers or something, or just don't wear anything, and your nuts stick to your thighs, and you spread your legs, and it like opens them up.
It's warm,
Bro,
It's
you
gotta be
got
warm
that
though.
You know
gotta
what I
be
wonder?
musty.
Oh God, we're getting kicked off.
It's a
the air.
musty bat wing.
Well, you know what I always
Scoop's
want?
asking for the bat wing, so
Do the bat wing.
Do
He
the
wants
bat
it
wing.
actually live on the air right now. I gotta know, like, and obviously we have our Neanderthals of an audience that are here every day, or every time we're live, they're here, they're commenting, and we love those guys, and those are literally the backbone of Chop Sports, right? But then you look at, like, I need one new guy to just, like, or girl, if it's a girl, God fucking help her. But like, if she just clicks like, oh, what's this Chop Sports show? I want to check it out real quick. And they hit the show during your Manscaped read. I need to be a fly on that wall.
Here to stay.
Like, I understand that, but it's just like one of those, like, they're like, oh, it's a sports show and they're making picks tonight. And they're like, my nuts are so shaven clean.
I think
great.
it's on brand. Honestly,
Oh.
I feel like they wouldn't have reached out to us, right? They did
Nah,
reach out to us.
You
right?
follow them on Twitter? They're nuts. Every couple,
Yeah,
every,
like,
like,
Wouldn't
I
that be
feel-
the point?
Yeah, like, well, are they clean shaven nuts?
Yes.
They're
Dad
clean.
jokes for
They're
the win.
Clip that out,
shaven
clip that
nuts.
up.
Yeah, it's manscaped.com.
Nick said I can't wait to edit this. There's not much editing, bro. It's all fucking just straight shot. Oh God. Anyway, that's all those reads, and that's the fun times here. So look, we're going into week 3, right? Finally, it's a little depressing, I think, because now we're motoring through the NFL season. We're 3 weeks in. Also, before I forget, I said because I was excited about it. This Sunday for the Jets Bengals game. Obviously, we'll talk about that game tomorrow when we lean on a Friday. Jets Bengals, Chop Sports, Mojo, doing handshake emoji. Okay, we're all going to be there for me, Chris, and Rob over in MetLife Stadium parking lot. So if you're a Jets fan and you're at the Jets game, look for us. I'll be the schmuck wearing the Mojo hat and whatever else swag they got. I do have a T-shirt over there in my office, so I'll probably hold that on for Sunday. But we're going to be giving out shares. We're going to be giving out T-shirts. They're going to have a bunch of swag and stuff, doing interviews. So if you're at the Jets game and you want to hang out with us, come see us. We'll be the guys with Rob, just, harassing the hell out of people, trying to get people to do interviews and shit. It'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Giants will be 3-0. Nick, son, I mean, you like your position here, right? So that's Monday night, and we'll talk about that as we get into it. But Thursday night football goes down tonight, and we have ourselves a doozy. When I say doozy, I mean it's a rivalry kind of renewed, because for the first time there's no Big Ben, and for the first time there's no Baker, so it's a completely different show.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, like it's something new, and going forward it'll be Deshaun Watson and Kenny Pickett next year. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have a new rivalry, but tonight it's a barn burner between Jacoby Brissett and Mitch Trubisky. So we did a lot of deep diving on this morning on the Mojo Market Report, because we were looking into the fact that there was a little bit of a move on Mitch Trubisky's stock over at the Mojo Market, and we're wondering why. And what I think is, what we've seen out of Mitch Trubisky is a whole lot of nothing so far. And I think, being that they're 1-1, and one of those games was legitimate, a gift in the first week, I think. In the Patriots game, they struggled, but like, when you're a 1-1 team and you're not putting up offensive numbers, is it time? Is it time to at least start kicking the tires? The idea of a Kenny Pickett to start in
They got a
Pittsburgh.
dinosaur philosophy with their head coaching system and things like that. And I know Mike Tomlin, I get ridiculed for not thinking he's that good of a head coach. He's an average head coach to me, above average head coach at that, but he's not the greatest. And I think his play calling style really lends to the Steelers not having much of an offense, but he's limited right now because of Trubisky. Kenny Pickett, look what he did in the preseason. I know it's preseason, but he at least has ability throwing the football.
80% from the
Mitch
field.
Trubisky's thrown off his back foot. He's taken 15-step drops. The Steelers' offensive line has managed to somewhat hold up in the passing game, and there's still nothing to show for it. 15 steps.
That's a lot of steps.
So when you take a 15-step drop and you throw the ball 2
First of
yards
all,
past
it's
the
not
line,
actually a 15-step drop, but
no, it is.
no, it's not.
He just doesn't
Bro,
stop
ready,
dropping
set,
back.
hut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
And he's
9,
like
10,
rolling
11, 12.
right. Watch it. Watch Trubisky when there's no pressure. He doesn't step up in the pocket. He throws off his back foot and he's going away from the play almost every single time. And I don't know when people in the NFL are going to catch on, but the optics are bad with Trubisky. Kenny Pickett, at least you're getting some type of life and offense, ability to throw the ball. Deontay Johnson last year had like 7 yards a catch down the stretch. He's the same deal this year. 2 games deep. He's got a lot of targets, but no yardage. Do you expect that to change anytime soon? The offense has got to move onto Kenny Pickett because Trubisky's just not doing enough, and the play calling has to be dumbed down as a result. They have pass catchers. They have Najee Harris. What's the problem? How come they can't put points up? The one common denominator, Mitch Trubisky, across the board, he just sucks. He's a backup at best. And the offensive line isn't great, but Pittsburgh, they have the parts. It's confusing. I think it's the coach. I think they.
So you think this is a complete like stifle job that bitch is providing the Steelers offense
Trubisky
right now?
Sucks, bro. Why are they getting 4.5? Why were they getting points at home to New England? I know New England won, but just based off of the previous week, they beat the defending Super Bowl champs, and that was a gift of a game. They got 5 turnovers.
AFC champions, yeah.
Oh yes, anyway, you get my point. 5 turnovers plus 5 in their turnover ratio, and they didn't do shit with it. They should have lost the game 4 times. 4 different times.
Yeah, I agree.
And no TJ Watt.
Look.
Now when we talk shit about the Browns now?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you look at the Browns, it's Jacoby Brissett, and he's played serviceable, meaning he's gotten a win, right? That's cool. And then he loses the tragic one to the Jets, which by all means, if Nick Chubb scores, they might be 2-0. I mean, if Nick Chubb goes down and sits, they might be 2-0, right? But they're not, and that's whatever. But like Jacoby Brissett's doing just enough right now. And finally, he got into a little bit of a groove with Amari Cooper last week, which, by the way, we did. I mean, Rob, you probably saw this too. Everybody saw this in America. Amari Cooper on the hands team. Did you see what he did?
He wanted nothing to do with it.
He Cam Newton the shit out of that. He was just like, oh, and
sideways.
And he's like, and then apparently he was trying to swipe it out of back. Just fall on the goddamn thing. You're the hands team for the reason.
I mean, he also got leveled. He did get hit hard. That guy laid him out.
I don't think he thought the ball was even going to come over there.
He didn't want that hit.
He didn't want anything, which is like whatever. But like
he might not be with us anymore if he actually tried to get the ball.
God rest your soul, Amari.
Good for him.
Amari Cooper, like I said, there was a little bit more of a rapport built between him and Brissett, which is nice. Njoku got involved last week. AJ Bascone's favorite player, Donovan Peoples-Jones, gets involved every so often. The running game is the one thing that kind of stands out to me because it's not a dead split. And I wrote it down for the Mojo Marker report. Through 2 games, there is, let's see, 40, 20. That's 40, 20. That's 64.
Nick Chubb is the lead
63
back.
Rushing attempts out of the running backs, and 39 of them go to Chubb.
Yeah.
So Chubb is still obviously the bell cow right now, but it is kind of alarming in the world of fantasy football. I mean, look, I got Kareem Hunt. I'm a Kareem Hunt owner. He got 24 carries for 104 yards in his 2 games. So Kareem Hunt is averaging 50 yards a game on the ground right now. So that's pretty good, and obviously
2 touchdowns too.
And well, no, Hunt didn't score yet.
Well, yeah, he did. Hunt had 2 touchdowns first game.
And Chubb scored. So they have 5 rushing touchdowns between the 2 of them.
I guess Hunt scored 2 touchdowns.
Nick's waving his head. Yes, I'm Nick. Listen to me. Anthony's waving his head. Hey, I got so many people over here. Listen, that's great. That's great rushing attack, and that means Jacoby Brissett doesn't have to be a superstar. If they can run the ball and he can dictate the offense that way, then the Browns could do decent things within this season while they wait for, the massage therapist, Deshaun Watson to get back. You know what I mean? Like, I think we said that in the preseason, or me and Rob did the Browns, I think, right? That was the day me and you did the show. I think we said if he can go, and that's when, you know what, Rob? We did that, and he was suspended for 6.
Yeah.
So we said if they can go 3-3,
3-3, yep.
without him, they'd be fine. So now with the 10-game suspension, I'd say if they go 5-5, they might be okay. It depends. And the Ravens look really good.
Have a really easy, favorable schedule in the beginning of the year. Yeah. It's a shame that they let that one get away from them because they could be having a home game against a division rival with a chance to go 3-0 on the season with no Deshaun Watson. And it's lucky for them that it played out the way it did. Unlucky for them that Nick Chubb scored that touchdown last week because if you take one of their rushing touchdowns away, they have an extra win right now.
You got to know that stuff, man. I know. Look, I understand.
Shout out to the Browns fans, the same Browns fans that were pissed off when Nick Chubb ran out on the 1-yard line 2 years ago. He broke a touchdown run. I think it was against the Dolphins. And at the last second, he veered off and just ran out of bounds. And everyone was up in arms. Oh, we could have won by 14. Fact.
Hey, they missed the extra point after that touchdown too.
Well, yeah, no, let's not totally right. And it's so funny. I think the Browns kicker kicked a couple good field goals in week 1, and people are like, finally, they've addressed the kicker situation. And this homeboy misses an extra point the next week. And I'm like, oh my God.
Right. So I bashed the Steelers and I bashed the Browns.
So are you even watching tonight?
I am, of course. I'm
watching
because I'm gonna as much as I bash the Steelers, I think they're in a really good spot here. They're getting 4.5. The Browns, I don't think the Browns are as good as that, right? 4.5.
It's
I
just
guess
a
it's
touchdown.
the second week in a row that it's shown me that the odds makers
It's less than
do
a
not-
touchdown.
Bro, it's too much.
You think?
It's too much to me. Yeah, there's no way that I'm laying the 4.5. I'll probably take Pittsburgh in this one. And I might money line it because I'll split that difference. I'll go half a unit money line, half a unit Pittsburgh.
All right. So going into this week, by the way,
and I'm under it in every Pittsburgh game until they prove me wrong.
understood. Well, that
That's a
makes
good
sense.
point,
Yeah,
Greg.
that makes sense. So going into this week, just so everybody knows, Gooch is leading the pack right now at 15-17, according to this show. Don't disregard all the stuff that he does on the side. If he puts a live video out on a Sunday or something like that, he's changing his picks. Tough shit. Don't make your picks on a Thursday unless there's a Thursday night game. So clearly he's not going to change this pick. So Gooch coming in 15-17. I'm one game behind him at 14-18. Rob's sitting back there in the basement right now at 12-19. And of course, Tumph Anthony, which is Tumph Anthony because it's only Thursday night football. Anthony is 2-0. He is batting 1,000 right now with his pick. So let's see if you continue this one, Gooch. So you're not laying the points. You're taking Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
See,
I can't get behind it. The Browns given 4.5. I don't think they're a good offensive team.
I'm going the complete opposite way. I'm going to lay the points. I'm going to think that this home dog pound type situation right now in prime time, I think they'll flourish on the ground. And look, no TJ Watt over there in Pittsburgh. And I know Mika is the best safety in football right now, but chances are he's only going to be doing a bunch of tackles because Jacoby Brissett is not going to put himself in a situation where he's going to throw a punt type ball in the middle of the field for Mika to take it. So I'm going to lay it. I'm going to go with the Browns minus 4.5. And like I said, I just think that the Steelers, the Steelers are going to be okay. I'm not saying they're going to just stink up the joint, but tonight, prime time, a chance for Jacoby to silence a lot of people just based off of last week. You said it yourself. They're putting themselves in a situation where they could be 3-0 if they would have won last week. I'm taking the Browns, man, minus 4.5. Rob, what are you doing this week, bro?
I'm jumping all over the Steelers too.
Okay.
I think Mitch Trubisky has to play this week. You know what I mean? Or he's going to be sitting down
I
whether
feel like the
they're
money's
winning
going
or
on
not.
the Steelers too.
It's just like Chris said, 4.5's a lot. These games were pretty close.
It's down to 4.
Yeah.
Still not a field goal. So I think the Steelers come away with a victory here.
Ant, get on up, bro, and come on by. And there you go. Look at that. The capabilities here. You just shove that right in your face, Ant. What do you got here for today?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Browns.
That a boy.
I don't trust Mitch. No, she's not doing that good, so definitely gonna take the Browns. Browns are home too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking the Browns.
Yeah, dog pound situation. That's what I think. You think prime time. You think I'm with the Browns tonight. I mean, look, people are going to be like, well, all the money's coming in here and all the money's going there. I don't really care about that shit. I'm a gut feeling guy. I'm not an analytics guy. And I feel that the Browns are going to get this done tonight. So
Nick, I'm going to answer your fantasy question.
Oh, we have fantasy questions.
Two
He's
questions.
got 2, actually. Ooh,
All right.
okay,
So
deep.
Deontay Johnson or Michael Thomas? Deontay Johnson.
That's
Actually,
tonight.
no.
Wait.
Fade Deontay Johnson. Start Michael Thomas in this one. Deontay Johnson, I just talked about how he doesn't get any balls down the field. He doesn't even get many balls. I'm just going to stop with that one. Michael Thomas,
boy.
I feel like he'll be involved
Way to
heavily
go.
in the offense. Carolina's secondary, meh. And between Tua or Wentz, I would look at the waiver wire and maybe a streaming option. I don't really like Tua's matchup
Everybody
against
is
Buffalo.
on the Tua train right
I don't
now.
like Tua's
Don't
matchup against
understand.
Buffalo, and I'm not really high on Wentz
Don't understand.
this week against. They're against Philly. Wentz is against Philly this week.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No. Philly's defense is going to take the ball away a decent amount of times this season. I'm staying away from Wentz if I can. I actually don't mind
Fucking Eagles
Ryan
going to be 3-0.
Tannehill. I know that there's issues with his receivers right now, but if there's a secondary and a streaming option, I kind of like Tannehill this week. Call me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I go Tannehill. I'm actually making that move. I have Dak as a starter and Trey Lance, and they both got hurt. So I'm caught streaming. I streamed Wentz last week. It worked out. This week, I'm going to make the switch to Tannehill.
I got caught in that situation, and I signed. Ready for this? How deep all these quarterbacks went? The best option was Mariota, and that's rough. And I took him, but then just made a trade with Juan Vargas, the Dominican destroyer himself. I made a trade with him yesterday, which got a lot of backlash because they're saying it's one-sided in favor of me. But I've acquired Trevor Lawrence to try to rock with him for the rest of the year.
For who?
You don't want to know this.
No, we do.
No, I mean,
You made
it's.
Chris tell you his the other day.
I know, but it's like
The trade that's like clearly even.
No, it's not. Well, yours is now,
mine.
but yeah, listen.
1 week
The
later.
trade that I originally offered was rejected. Okay, so
Listen,
the
here's
trade that got
justification.
accepted.
That's the justification.
I love
okay.
this.
The trade that got accepted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can we hear the rejected one first?
The rejected one was pretty simple. It was I offered. Let me just go to my team real quick. I offered him Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, and Christian Watson
Okay.
for just Trevor, and there was no.
He turned
Then
that down.
he turned that down, and then he came back. And he's like, I'm on Ross St. Brown. I was like, no, I'm not trading that for that. So the trade that goes through, man, this is gonna people.
Just to be clear, Trevor Lawrence is.
Who does he have another quarterback on his roster?
Trevor
Yes,
Lawrence
yes.
isn't anything.
Who is his other quarterback?
His other quarterback is
Trevor Lawrence isn't anything in a seasonal league.
No, I agree, 100%.
You're right, and I'm actually
So like,
But it's better than Mariota.
yeah,
yes.
maybe
So
week to week.
his
no.
other quarterback. Oh, he's got Josh Allen, so he's fine,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So he traded away Trevor Lawrence, but the compensation for this.
Uh-huh.
So here's the full trade in detail. I traded him Rashad Bateman instead.
You got raped.
You don't know what I got
I
back.
have Bateman.
Oh, I thought it was just straight.
No.
Oh, so you just said
Calm
Trevor Lawrence.
down.
Man.
Bad
Calm
word
down.
choice, but
Here's the trade.
fuck.
I traded him Rashad Bateman. I got back Trevor Lawrence, a returning Michael Gallup, and Adam Thielen. 3 for 1.
You should throw him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I got a text from referee
Come on,
Keenan,
bro.
my boy Keenan, who's a
Should've
referee.
said
He was in
that first
WWE.
one.
He was in NWA. He's refereed plenty of my matches.
Did
He
he
goes.
say I quit the league?
Basically, he came at me and said, "This is actually pretty funny."
Does he like to do podcasts?
He's the man. Oh, he would love. It's a great guest,
So, yes,
actually. Let's
I
think
love
about it.
referees and we have them
Let's
in.
see. He goes, now why he texted me yesterday. Now, why are you out here just taking kids' lunch money? And I was like, bro, he offered that to me. All I wanted was Lawrence. And we had a conversation and he goes, we can tank our teams and win that league. I told you that when I came in. Remember, I said that wrestling draft was like, I think I crushed it. And I had Trey Lance, and I waited on Trey Lance, and now I don't have Trey Lance, and I had Winston. I still have Winston on my roster. Would you start Winston or Trevor Lawrence on an everyday?
There's no such thing as an everyday when you're.
So that's
when
a
you're
streaming
dealing,
thing.
Yeah, you're always going to.
But I got both of them, so it's like I'll have my option now as far as matchups are concerned. But again, I may or may not have fleeced my friend Juan, but
Man, Kenneth.
what are you
Walker,
gonna
bro.
do?
I mean, Trevor Lawrence isn't nothing.
All right,
And-
first of all, he's not nothing.
Like
he's-
it's in terms of a fantasy seasonal league, it's like nobody's.
I didn't
banking.
want to.
Nobody gives a shit.
I didn't
There's
want to part with.
potential. He has a great year. I get it, but it's still the Jaguars to me.
I didn't want to part ways with Bateman, but I also have Gabe Davis, and I have him on Ross St. Brown, and I have a bunch
No,
of.
no, no. I'm not.
You know what I
Look,
mean?
Dave,
So
Dave, you win.
I won.
You
I
win
won.
the trade. Quit the league, everybody.
2-0, by the
Don't
way,
quit.
in that league.
Don't quit.
It's the only league that I'm
See,
2-0
there's
in.
I am wholeheartedly against vetoes and like the veto process in
I
fantasy
am
leagues.
too. And he goes, that trade, and Kevin Keenan
My
said that. He's like,
leagues-
that trade would be vetoed. And I'm like, I hate vetoes.
My leagues,
I don't have any of that veto shit.
I will veto a trade, but I won't put it to vote. I'll just make the call. And it's like only because of collusion. or
well,
something.
that's
but
that's tough because if you run the league
bro.
and you're judge, jury, executioner,
I am a
that you have personal gain in
I
that.
am very, very to a fault. You could ask. People got receipts on this. I could guarantee it.
Like
when
Robert Saleh style or no?
When I'm playing somebody on Sunday in baseball and I'm the commissioner of the league and they're going to go over in starts, I reach out to them before they do. So they don't.
What a guy.
AJ, I did that to AJ this year. Didn't set his lineup.
Who's he playing?
Me.
So you went out there without just the kindness of your heart and you said, hey, AJ, you're about to go over your starts. You're playing me.
League integrity is the most important thing for a fantasy league if you're the commissioner, I think.
League integrity.
League
Then
integrity.
Scoop's not welcome back next year.
Scoop, you're a piece of shit.
Why? What do you do?
He tanked the last week.
He exists.
He tanked the last week so his boy can get in the
I
playoffs.
did not like that. I did not like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scoop.
It's official. Listen, I don't care what his situation was. He's like, I was at a wedding and I had no
And-
service. I'm
and
like,
bro,
just
when
stop
you,
lying, bro.
when you play Sam Grasso in his house, he's gonna walk up to you pregame and slap the living shit out of you.
As he should.
As he should.
As he should.
Also, clean up your fucking
Scoop's
house.
got-
It didn't
Scoop is-
happen.
yeah, of course he's gonna say it didn't happen.
Scoop, I'd love to know.
Scoop is at a wedding.
Yeah, in the
fuck is that?
boondocks with no service and wah wah wah. like
Scoop,
stop.
when you're at these
So eat
Comic
shit.
Cons, do
Listen
you
to-
set your lineup before you go? I'm just curious. When you put the fucking Chewbacca suit on and you're walking around,
when you're dressed up like
and
Aquaman,
you're
are you
going,
out there doing
"Oh,"
that?
Did you set your lineup? I'm just curious.
I asked Scoop, I said, is this the first time in the history of
Guys,
history?
we took ayahuasca before the show today, so
Chris,
not
a
a
man
drug.
of honor, according to Casey.
I am.
Casey.
I am.
That's-
I'm the
that's one
commissioner
vote.
of honor.
You know what's
I'm a
funny?
man.
I asked Scoop, I was like, is this the first time in history that you've ever been beaten by one person in two different sports and fantasy in 1 week? And he's like, yeah, it's probably the first time it's ever happened. I beat him in fantasy baseball and I smoked his ass in fantasy football.
Do you
too.
guys think that you're the only people in history that have ever played in dueling fantasy leagues together?
Yeah, I do
Across-
actually. I do. I
You
think
guys
that's
are
the first time that's
special.
ever
That is
happened.
We're all gonna take a guess what
Embarrassing.
Scoop's dressing up as at Comic-Con this year.
Is your kid gonna be around? Like, are you able to go to this?
Is it Buzz Lightyear?
I hope it's
It was the
Buzz.
movie
Oh my
this year. It
god.
could be.
Dave,
What?
dress up as Sturch. Right?
I'm a character now?
Wear a Cowboys hat, get a beard.
He tries to get a beard. He's a terrible beard grower.
No, yeah, he's
Got the
it's just-
summer beard.
No,
summer
he's
here,
got
summer
the-
here.
He's got like the patchy
The summer beard. That's what my dad calls it.
terrorist beard.
No, all right. Well, I'm not going there, but he is. That's Allah
Casey's
Akbar.
dressing up as Fat Thor. She'll be 37 weeks pregnant, he said.
Might
Scoop,
want
you're
to just
That
sit
is
this
fantastic.
Comic-Con out.
Yeah, maybe we sit this one out, Scoop. I
Are
don't
you
know.
dressing up as like the rat thing from Guardian of the Galaxy? What's that thing called?
Isn't that a fox?
We're gonna
I don't
dress
know
up
what it is. I don't
Anthony in a
watch
Kirk
that
Cousins
stuff.
jersey next.
Are we
Thursday
gonna have?
night
Oh, why is that?
because he can't play under the lights, and if you dress him up as Kirk Cousins, then maybe he'll fail at picking for once.
There you go. If you go 3-0, this guy's going to be on NFLShop.com tomorrow, making sure you're wearing Kirk Cousins swag next week, so you can't pick
Did you see the
good.
Ghetto Gronk
Which one?
series on Kirk
dude.
Cousins? Where he's- no, not that one. That's the best NFL films cut in history of NFL films is Kirk Cousins' cadence at the line of scrimmage. Where he's like, and then the announcers are like, his voice just.
The announcer said that, which made it even better.
just good stuff. But yeah, he had his helmet photoshopped on backwards. He's like, fuck it. Darius Slay is down there somewhere. Kirk Cousins can't possibly suck this bad again on Monday night.
But I don't even know why they let him come in the building on Mondays.
Oh man, turn them off! Get those lights off! Turn them off! Too bright!
He said that on the field.
No,
that's
Trump, dude.
Oh
my
I saw
God.
that. And then they turned him off, and he's like,
Kirk Cousins on prime time. Somebody get those lights off! Too
Oh,
bright!
fuck.
Oh no!
No, I have to find that.
I
now
probably
because-
just said a banned word on YouTube.
Why? What?
Trump
Oh, now you're gonna get in trouble.
censored.
How do you spell ghetto Gronk?
Wait, what?
I'm looking him up and I don't have him here.
one thing we didn't touch on was
ahead.
the Celtics coach.
We did in the rundown, but you
What-
weren't here.
what do
for
you
it,
think
I
about
guess.
Do I
that?
not fucking?
Do you think that he should be?
I
suspended
don't.
for the season?
I don't think so. But it's,
It was consensual.
it's consensual. But at the same time,
There it
it's
is.
if it's in the employee handbook.
yeah, but the players do it
Yeah, but
on the road constantly.
On the road again.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, maybe they're not having sex with team officials.
Yeah, that's the
but
whole
that's
point.
consensual, though, dude.
But
I
that's
mean,
the whole point. It doesn't matter if you're a position of authority. Like you can't be in a relationship if you're somebody's boss at work because there's just opportunities potentially afforded because of.
How about Jared Bust and Phil Jackson?
Why do you think Vince McMahon is leaving WWE? Because
He's got no chance in
he
hell.
was giving people positions. It's like what politicians do. They give people jobs. With McGreevy situation.
But was that the case? Was she there already, or did
Was McGreevy manscaped? When he was last night?
No, he had fucking dangly red hot balls. He actually was just bat winging it right before he took off his shorts.
right in the pool?
Right?
Oh shit!
Yo, dip,
Oh, you got some long ass balls, dog.
vote for me, October 5th.
All right. In any event, we all made our picks. We're all good to go. We hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves here on another Thursday, a football Thursday. Be sure I'll go advertise for man.
You could read it out loud.
Huh?
You could read it out loud.
What?
Nobody, if they're listening, they can't read that.
You done, bro?
Nick, you got that, buddy?
And Nick's like, what is he? Is he saying? Is he okay? Is he stroking out right now? Yeah, I sound like Bill Belichick. Oh my God.
So does
I'm just gonna read that.
Did the Yankees play tonight?
Yes, sir, bro.
Against
We're
the
gonna
Red
hit
Sox,
60.
right?
Listen, Judgy.
No, they play
Aaron,
the Red Sox tonight.
Aaron,
4-game set.
Aaron James Judge.
Mm.
You got to do it tonight,
He was
bro.
waiting for the Red Sox.
Is his name
Do it.
middle name James?
Yes,
Yes.
because Michael K put that on the air for whatever
Oh,
reason. Don't
God.
understand why. Aaron James. I'm like,
What do
does
you think
anybody
Michael
ever
K-
know his middle name until
Do Michael
yesterday?
K's call when he hits 62.
What will it be?
Yeah.
Same exact thing as he always.
Nah,
for-
it's-
the same thing he did for Magglio
See
Ordonez.
ya! See ya!
When Magglio
Aaron
Ordonez,
Judge! Ah!
Magglio Ordonez hit a 3-run home run against the Yankees to win it like 5 years ago. And
Oh my
it's
God,
gonna
the
be
Yankees are on
exact same
Fox
call.
tonight.
It's going to be the exact same call. Thank God.
Tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, Bailey, for Lean Fridays. We're going to pick some games. But all right, so listen, you got to get it done today or hold off until the weekend because this Apple TV thing is worrying me. Listen, I have Apple TV. If I want to watch the game, I'll watch the game. It's fine. But there are a lot of people that might miss
Yo,
this,
I got
including
the-
all those
I
scumbag
got-
fans who left the other
I
night
got
early.
some links.
We didn't get a chance to do that. We didn't get a
I
chance
got
to talk
them
about it.
links if you need it.
You heard?
What?
We didn't even talk about the fact that the piss poor Yankee fans leaving early.
They
the other
don't
night.
deserve any airtime. They're scum. No, they aren't scum. They're probably some good people that had worked early the next day. But
I'm
it's
going to Monday
it's
Night
an
Football next
embarrassing-
week. You think I'm going
It's
to just
embarrassing
skip
and
out
shameful.
early?
I understand. I'll leave a Yankee game. I'm not that guy that's like, I'll never leave early. Fuck you talking about. It's the regular season on a Tuesday. You could go. But if you go to the game that Judge is about to hit 60 and he's due up in the fucking ninth, to
What you
lead off,
knew.
and you knew, I don't care if they scored 39 runs to win it in the bottom half of the eighth. I'm watching Aaron Judge. That's
Yeah.
what we're there for, clearly. And then you got to see something special if you stayed. So I don't understand it. That ticket went up. You paid a premium for that to view that at bat, and you leave 40 minutes that you'll get back, bro.
Oh,
Like you will get those 40
first of
minutes
all,
back.
cameo happening right now. Pistol Pete is in the chat right now, and he just said, "How about the kid who caught Judge's 60th home run ball and gave it back
That's
for
a
free?"
terrible
He
idea.
obviously has money.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what. Look, Aaron Judge got money. He's got
I think
Aaron Judge got
Nightingale
money.
put out the cost, or he tweeted out
No way. I'm
what
doing
ball, which
Fuck.
balls
I might
are
not even
worth.
give it back.
I'll be like, Judge, I love you, dog, but you're about to get 60 mil next year. What's up? Do you
Bro,
even
bro, if
feel
I
like,
got the one that got like the record.
or no,
I
no,
wouldn't
no,
even
no,
give
no,
it to
no.
the
I
whole
would be like, do you really need this ball? Because like I'm gonna put it on auction, whatever it's about to go for.
Ready?
you
Here,
can
here.
just give me
Bob
that.
Nightingale, which you can't always trust everything he says, but the value of the Aaron Judge and Albert Pujols baseballs per SCP auctions. Judge's 60th home run ball is worth 100 to 150 grand.
What? Oh my god, bro!
Nah,
You were
no
just
way.
for one
No
cool
way.
Ready for
social media
this?
post.
His 62nd that breaks it, 500 grand or up.
See what I mean? I want
His last home run of with this historic season, no matter where he winds up, whether it would be 66, 67, whatever, is worth $1 million or more.
plus the sunglasses.
Plus the sunglasses. Very true.
Bro, I wouldn't even give it
just
to the Hall
so
of
just so
Fame.
everybody knows,
You have to
ready for
name it.
this? Barry Bonds, when he passed Hank Aaron at 714, whenever it was, no, 7, what the fuck was Hank Aaron? 714, right? That ball went for 752 grand. His final home run went for $362,000. The money is growing on fucking trees at this point, dude. But that
You know
kid
where the
just missed
Barry
out on
Bonds ball is
150
now?
grand.
You know where the Barry Bonds ball is now? They blew it up.
no, they
Then the
didn't.
guy that bought it blew it up
No,
put
he
it in
didn't.
like a
Okay,
glass
here's the
case
question.
and exploded it
When Judge
What,
gets
as like
to-
a hater or like
as like one of those like Martin Shkreli things with the Wu-Tang CD where they just put out one CD, he bought it for $1 million and wouldn't let anyone listen to it.
yeah, the Wu-Tang
That happened?
CD. Yeah,
And he,
he,
like,
he
price
just bought it
gouged.
recently.
He was the one that price gouged like cheap medicine and was like, yeah, I'm the only one that makes it. So you have to give me $1,000 a pill or die. So people
what
die.
is the MLB record? It's 70, 71. What is it?
no 73 by Bonds.
It's 73.
So
What are we talking
if
about?
Judge
Bonds.
hits 73,
he won't.
does,
But go ahead.
but I'm just listening. If he does MLB start bringing Bonds to the games?
No.
No,
No.
they won't even let the guy in the Hall of Fame. He's out of baseball.
But he's gonna be asked question. You're gonna see him on media. If
No, of
Judge
course,
gets
but
close.
nobody. That's the thing. That record, unfortunately, for a clean player, I don't know if it ever gets touched. I don't know. I mean, look, that guy was juiced to the gills, and it's like,
He was sending them out, dude. Like gone. Like
Put
you
it this
watch
way,
home
just to
runs,
put perspective.
bro, he put him
on
in
this,
McCovey Cove,
crazy
and people were
every
like,
time.
We're gonna put
sprinting in their
perspective.
boats.
Everybody probably saw this stat over the weekend Aaron Judge has been intentionally walked 17 times this season.
Yeah, I saw this.
Barry Bonds was intentionally walked 17 times in an 11-game stretch in 2004.
Bro, no, listen, nothing will top getting walked with the bases loaded. Nothing will top that.
But here's what you need to know about Barry Bonds. If you threw him a strike in 2004, he hit it either off the wall or over the wall. That's it.
Yeah.
He barely got out, and I think he had like 150 hits, and 10 of them were singles. The rest were doubles and home runs. And he led the history of the league in walks that year. So
ridiculous.
It's like you can't even put it into perspective, because what Aaron Judge is doing is light years better than everybody else right now. But Barry Bonds' hitting season that year, I don't care what the fuck he was on. How many pitchers did Barry Bonds face that were also on it?
That's true. That's a good point, dude.
Fair. I think the playing field was a lot more even back then. Well, it is now, obviously, because everybody's clean, apparently. But I got a question. Janine from Absolute Eyewear. Remember, there's a contest happening right now, so keep in mind that your numbers are in play right now. And you'll get a brand new pair of Del Rey? No. Oscar Del Mar. Costa Del Mar. Costas. New Costas. There you go. It was like, everybody's like, fuck Optimum again. I totally had like a breach in my brain.
Go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
And
here's
the
the
nicest way possible, of course.
Sam Grasso just said it. You still have to hit the ball. Hand-eye coordination, I'm sorry. I'm not about to admit doing steroids, but like, it doesn't improve that. Okay, it just doesn't. You get stronger, sure shit. Yeah, you get stronger, but like, you got to still be able to swing that freaking stick and send that ball into orbit.
It 100% improves bat speed, and that's really everything. It's like Barry Bonds had the fastest bat, so he could wait the longest to identify the pitch. And
he
that's
really did. Remember that thing? He used to swing that thing like a twig.
So bat
Just
speed
God,
100% mattered. And bro,
Right.
it was really about like recovery time. If you remember, Barry Bonds was like did this all injured. He couldn't even move. He was just yoking bombs.
So back to Judge though, real quick before we get out of here. What's more impressive? The home run count that he finishes at, or if he can win Triple Crown?
Well, it's equally.
Johnny
as
brought that up yesterday in Chop
to
Sports.
me, like which is the more Hollywood thing to do? I mean, Miguel Cabrera just hit for the Triple Crown. It was like there was a stretch of baseball where it was like, I don't know if we'll ever see another one.
That's true.
And then it happened. It might have happened twice. Did somebody else, or was it just Miggy?
I
But I know it's happened recently. This 60-something home runs thing, because of the lore that went into it back in the day, and like a lot of baseball players, it's bringing up old memories. It's bringing back like several different eras of baseball, where it's the 60s, Babe Ruth.
The last one to do it was Miguel Cabrera. That was 2012. Before that, Carl Yastrzemski, 1967.
Okay, so it was a long time. So, but the point is, what's happening with Aaron Judge right now?
Ted Williams did it twice.
Everybody loves the long ball situation. Aaron Judge is hitting a bunch of home runs. He's challenging records, and he's giving us everybody like, reminiscent about the steroid era. We're referring to Bonds a lot. Then the older Yankee fans get to talk about the 1960s with the Maris and that whole situation, Mickey Mantle, blah, 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 chasing Babe Ruth. Then all the really old people that aren't with us anymore.
They all did.
But to talk about the stories that they used to hear about Babe Ruth.
But what I will say is this, as a fan,
going with that, but
as a
get it.
Oh, Toast, stop.
What is he saying?
Judge ain't Ohtani. That's all I know.
All right. He's not.
But listen, with the contracts, with the contract situation, all that stuff, this is going to be lead for a big movie one day.
Oh,
documentary.
Yeah. Of course,
Maybe
of course.
You'll watch this one, Anthony. I don't know.
And you know what? Listen, you such an ass. You look at a season like this, bro, and he bet on himself. He turned down $213 million, and now he's going to
get it per season.
Now he's going to make, my assumption, $38 million a year for 8 years.
Has to be from the Yankees.
No way.
That's too less?
Not getting 8 years.
You want to make a bet?
No.
38 times 8 would give him a $300 million contract. That's going to happen.
He's going to get more than 38 mil per. That's definite. That's
the only way he does that is if it's a shorter term.
That's my point.
But I think that's going to be the determining factor. The Yankees right now went on record, and they're scared to pay the back end of that.
This is what I'm doing.
But they're going to do it.
If I'm the New York Yankees, I'm going to rip out a blank piece of paper and be like,
and that's what they should do.
Write this down. Write it down. What do you want? We're
100%. If they win the World Series,
I'm with you.
And then take
if George was alive, I'm with you.
2 years off of it, add $5 million to each year, and be like, there. That's what I would do. I would be like, okay, you want 8 years? We'll give you 6, but we'll give you 44 million per with escalators. That if somebody else gets a bigger contract, we'll match it. Something like that. Like
That's
you'll
a
be the
good point.
highest paid player. That's it. But you can't give that guy 8 years. I love you, Aaron Judge. 8 years.
What I'm telling you will get
contracts have
done.
to stop.
Tony Benavides
What I'm
says
telling you will
San
get
Fran will go
done
higher.
is a 7 or 8 year contract. That's what's going to get it done. That's what Judge wants. He wants the stability the whole time, right? The Yankees could probably offer him the most money over 5, right? But he don't want that.
The Yankees
you
can
don't
offer
want
him
that.
the most money over all of it. They could just offer him the most money. It's not like they're going to go broke over Aaron Judge contract. Stop.
And
It's
look, I know for a fact and for certain that guys like Hicks, whatchamacallit, there's a couple other guys that are coming off the books. Donaldson, there's another one that I'm missing right now, but there's like 3 guys that would equal what he's making right now.
well, look,
You know, so like those guys fall off the books.
we've been hearing,
You're only
we've been
ponying up just
hearing
a little bit
year
more.
after year. Come free agency, the Yankees are in, and then they really aren't. They're just fucking pandering to the fan base. They haven't really been in on a big time free agent that's demanded the biggest
Garrett
dollar
Cole.
amount outside of Garrett Cole, and that was probably an overreaction to please the fan base. Now, because of said overreaction, where I don't think that they have buyer's remorse per se, but they definitely have a little bit of the amount that they gave him. Because of that overreaction, now they just pander. They say, "Oh yeah, we're in on Soto." The Yankees were never in on Soto.
Is he fucking serious? Toast, would you, a Yankees fan, trade 24 of Aaron Judge's home runs for 24 starts with a 2.55 ERA?
At DH,
No, I'm not trading any home runs. The reason why the Yankees are in a position they're in is because fucking he's knocking the snot out of the ball. That's the reason why they're
honestly,
even
Aaron
in it.
Judge, you could. I know that if Shohei decided to play center field, he'd probably be really good at it. Right? I'm not saying that he can't play the field. To say that he's a DH because his fielding is a liability is a little unfair. It's because he pitches, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But he could probably play several positions.
Is that what he's comparing it to? Basically, is it 24 home run? Is he 24 ahead of Ohtani right now? Is that what makes sense? And then his ERA is 2.55. No, I wouldn't trade that.
I mean,
wouldn't.
like if you're
Not
asking
this
if I
year.
would trade Aaron Judge for Shohei in a vacuum, it's hard to say no.
I'm saying no,
Not this season, but
not doing it.
like age,
I'm just
all
not.
that
I'm not involved
factored
in any of that. Ant, would you? No.
all of that
He's a
factored
Yankee
in a
fan.
vacuum. I don't have any relationship to Aaron Judge at this point because they're just
Well,
two
look,
players.
Look, unfortunately, next year we can have the conversation that we won't have either of those guys. Ohtani will be in LA and fucking Judge will be in San
LA.
Francisco. Or LA, right? The Dodgers, right? So we can have that conversation because that's it's on the table.
Well, it
From
doesn't-
everything that I've heard from media, it seems like more than half of the percent, 50% or more, 51% say he's back in New York.
And if the Yankees are,
So
if-
that's a good thing to go into, I
what's
guess.
the next conversation is going to be, okay, well, when Shohei is due for his contract, how much is he going to get?
That's a good point.
He's
$1 billion a year.
Hey, here's the thing. There is nobody like Ohtani, right? There's nobody in the league like Ohtani. And I'm not even remotely saying Ohtani is a bad baseball player by any stretch. He's a fucking phenom, right? But like when it comes to paying these guys, you're paying Aaron Judge to hit the ball and play the field. You're paying Shohei Ohtani to hit the ball and pitch. So yes, that guy's going to set all sorts of crazy numbers. And you know what? I'm going to make the guarantee right now. It ain't going to be the Angels. Tell you that right now, it's not going to be. It'll be the Dodgers, the Giants, the Yankees, the Mets, whoever wants to get involved. Whoever. It
gonna
ain't
be
going
the
to be
West
the
Coast.
fucking poverty
It'll
ass
probably be the
Angels.
West Coast.
Ain't doing it. Look at how much they've wasted Mike Trout. Of all that money they spent on Mike Trout, they realized
Tell him how
this
you
was
really
bullshit.
feel about them Angels front office, Dave.
I'm just saying, man.
No,
I'm just
you're
saying
not
they
wrong.
wasted talent over there.
I have a hard time with like wasted talent in baseball. It's not necessarily the talent's fault. What could one player do on a baseball diamond to really influence the game? It takes a lot. It's the baseball. I think football is the consummate team sport.
He might be leaning on it.
Leave me alone.
Spazzing out of it.
All right. Anyway.
So wait,
yeah.
hold on. So, see, this is what I'm saying. Aaron Judge here, 60 home runs. Shohei Ohtani minus 58 home runs. Plus, what are we talking about here? See, this is where you lose me, and I'm not getting mad. I'm just like, what is he talking about? A 6-inning start with 2.5 is more valuable than a home run.
I don't care.
Bro, he's also leading the league in fucking
I don't care.
RBIs too.
Like, we
Solo
know.
shot
All
or
right.
not.
All right. Shohei is great,
And I'm not saying he is not.
right? Yeah. So is Judge. Could we just leave it that they're both really good?
Yeah, it's raining.
Is that rain?
Yeah.
The heavens have opened up because we're talking
Oh,
shit
no.
about Shohei Ohtani. All right. Anyway,
So Shohei's clearly better.
I mean, on that
obviously.
note, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please like the video if you're watching right now, if you're catching up later, if you're tuning in for the first time. Also, once again, head on over to the Mojo YouTube channel. They have great content over there, including our handsome faces each and every morning around 9:15, 9:30. They release that show and they promote it all day. And it's just still a very surreal feeling that we got the eyes and the support behind those guys. And, you know, I'm looking at, and there's no Slack updates right now, and it's noon. That just means the show went smooth. So that's a good thing.
Sunday.
So, fast
MetLife
forward to 4
Stadium.
p.m. Fast forward to 4 p.m. and it's like news and notes are no, you get it.
He gets it.
Can't wait to do that later.
No, yeah, right. What'd you say, Sunday?
Sunday, MetLife Stadium, 9:30.
Did I say that?
Join the boys.
Did I say
Yeah,
that
come
right?
see the
Yeah,
boys.
yeah,
yeah.
Come
If
see
you
the
guys
guys, hang out.
and let us interview you.
Jets
right?
fan,
We'll
yeah,
give you
seriously.
some merch. We'll give you some shit. We'll make
They're
you
giving
download
shares
something.
away.
They're giving
dude.
shares away.
They're
to
giving a
download
bunch
the
of
app.
stuff
Yeah.
away, but also it'll give us the opportunity to, you know,
So Bailey, get on a flight.
get our
Sam,
feet
come
wet
on
with some
out.
people.
Toast, get on a flight. You know, all you guys that are across the way, I almost said across the pond, across the nation, come on out to MetLife Stadium.
Come on out.
I
Come
sound
on
like a
out.
Canadian, right? B-boy, you broke my clavicle.
My clavicle.
Teddy Hart. All right, anyway, I'm out of here. Sturch, Gooch, fucking Rob. Rob was on the money today. A lot of funny comments out of him. And of course, Anthony. And of course, shout out to Nick, who's hearing this and editing this right now. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on a lean NFL Friday.